You look fantastic.
I look fantastic. Woo! We're going to get it in tonight. All right.
Don't come so close to me because you get right into people's faces.
All right. Can you back up then or something?
Yes, I can. A little bit. And if we get any questions that are particularly pointed, I'll give them to you.
Okay, if we get any.
Yeah.
Maybe no one will be on.
That's not true. We got Andre on, Brother Andre.
Andre! Your secret weapon in sales. Oh, man, we're going to have fun tonight. This is going to be a very fast 30 minutes, and I don't expect that I'll be able to cover everything that I want to cover tonight, but I'm going to do the best I can and to get it in. All right?
Donna Neely is watching.
Donna Neely out of Greensboro or Winston-Salem, High Point. Hello, Donna. How you doing? This is going to be a very fast 30 minutes. We're going to start right at 7:30. My wife is behind the camera. My wife is actually my producer, my publisher, my Steven Spielberg, all of those things. So we're going to start right at 7:30, and we're going to get it in.
You got 7:30.
It's 7:30 now?
Yeah, it is. Please put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Thank you.
So we can go ahead and go?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. This is our Monday Night Sales Mastery class, and we're going to talk about your secret weapon in sales. Have you ever seen people who tend to just always be able to make sales? And some people take a lot of training, they take a lot of classes, or they watch a lot of videos, they read all the books, and for whatever reason, they just cannot put it together.
Lala, Tanya, Doretha, you're building a group. Demonda's on.
Cool. So I want to tell you a quick story, and I want to talk about how to use this power. There's two men that work in a diamond store. One man outsells the other guy every single month. Every single month he sells more diamonds than his coworker. Now the coworker who doesn't sell as much happens to take his business very seriously. He's a gemologist. He studies all about diamonds. He knows where they're from. He knows all about cut clarity and carat. He knows about all these things. He knows about wherever the diamonds come from, what those diamonds mean. He's an expert in diamonds. He knows all about them. And he's jealous and he's pissed off that his coworker, who doesn't know nearly as much as he does, still makes more money than him and still outsells him. And there's a reason why. The one who studies all about diamonds, who knows all about diamonds, he is an expert in diamonds. The one that outsells him, he just simply loves diamonds. Love is your greatest weapon. So we're going to talk about powers here. Now, the reason why people will buy from you anything, while they buy any of your services, there's two primary reasons here. One of them are for emotional reasons.
Lala's love. That's
or
right,
logical
Lala.
reasons. Emotional or logical reasons. Now, you can welcome to holler out anything, baby. You're not going to throw me off.
Okay.
Now, emotional reasons are the way that people imagine that they are going to feel after they buy, or the way they imagine other people will feel about them. So people tend to run ahead because everyone has a good imagination. Emotional reasons are the way they imagine they're going to feel after they buy, or the way they imagine other people will feel about them after they buy. Logical reasons are because it makes sense and it's a smart thing to do. It saves you money. Those are all logical reasons and they make sense. Now you need them both, but what I want you to understand is this. Fully 90% of why we buy anything are for emotional reasons. Only 10% of the time is for logical reasons.
Wow.
We buy for emotional reasons. Why do women have more than one pair of high-heel black shoes?
Because it's necessary.
Because it's necessary. Why do women paint their fingernails? There's no logical reason to it other than it looks good. And looking good is emotion. Why do people kiss? It makes no sense logically. Typically, for most people, the dirtiest part of their body during the course of a day is their lips and their mouth. But people still kiss because you want to be close physically. Emotionally, that thing feels good. People do way faster things that are for emotional reasons than they will for logical reasons.
Demona says that she can't see she can't read your writing. The picture is blurred. It's not blurred. His handwriting is really crappy.
No need to see my writing.
I'll bring it in from time to time to show the board, and I'll move them out of the way. But it's picking up on the primary.
Okay, cool. So that's fine, Damona. I appreciate you saying that.
Lawn Law is on.
Cool.
And Tanya Hardin.
Good. Thank you, guys. Emotional reasons. Why does Mercedes-Benz outsell Ford Taurus? They both are cars. People, the commercials will tell you people buy the Benz. Why? Because the brakes are good, because they're safe. That's not why people buy Benz.
No.
They'll say that on the commercial, but the Benzo is an ego rub. It feels good to my ego. So that's why people do that. They do it for an ego rub. Now, I could spend 30 minutes convincing you that people buy much faster for emotional reasons and only 10% of the time for logical reasons, but I don't, because I want to teach you how to use this power tonight. Emotion is the key. The king of sales are the emotional salespeople. The king of sales are emotional salespeople. Now, if you have stuck with me so far and you accept this to be true, you have to learn how to use your primary tools emotionally. Your primary tool are the things that you say and how you say them. You have to learn how to say things and choose words emotionally. Now, the most emotional word in the English language, I'm just going to tell you what it is. What word evokes more feelings than any other is the word love. Love. Most adults have taught themselves how to become uncomfortable saying the word love. I want you, professional people that offer services, I want you to become very comfortable saying the word love when it comes to offering your services. Think for a moment of a sentence that you can use the word love in to sell your services.
Lots of likes.
Okay, good. Use the word love often and comfortably. Reteach yourselves how to use the word love. For example, you're going to love coming home to this new home. You're going to love the way you feel with my exercise program. You're going to love feeling confident that your family's insurance needs are met because of this program. You are going to love and fill in the blank.
Rosa's picture and sound is not good. It really is nothing that we can do about it. We've already increased our internet speed. We're going to have to wait for some Google, but we can hear. If you can hear us, we hope that you can hear it and you stay tuned because there's really some good nuggets coming out.
All right.
Monique Gillian is on.
We've been tinkering with this thing a lot. So, yeah. But where was I? Learn to use the word love comfortably in offering your services. You're going to love. And I want you to learn how to use those sentences comfortably.
Thanks for sharing, Niger, and the Empowerment Duo loves you too, Damona. Love. Thank you guys for all the loves and likes.
Learn how to use this word love comfortably.
Love.
The second word I want you to learn how to use comfortably is the second most emotional word in the English language, and it starts with an H. Guess what it is? It's not hate. Someone always uses hate. The second most emotional word is the word home. Home. For most people, the word home has a very positive connotation. There's no place like home. Home sweet home. I'm going to go home for the holidays. I will be home for Christmas. Most people, when they think about the word home, they think about familiarity. They think about mom.
Grandma.
They think about food. They think about their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, the word home is a very positive thing. So I want you professional salespeople to figure out a way to use the word home in offering your services, and you can do it.
Niger Hall is on. Donna Dee Hairston. Thank you,
What's up,
guys.
Donna? All the way from Jersey.
Tanya Hardin.
Use the word home in selling your services. Love and home. I taught this probably 15 years ago to a group of telemarketers. And recently, I ran into a guy who stayed in that industry and has been very, very successful. And he told me 15 years ago, he heard me in a seminar tell them to use the word love and use the word home, and he's used it ever since, and he's made a ton of money with just this simple tool of love and home, using the power of these emotional words, love and home. Now, I want you to all right now think of a sentence you can use the word home in selling your services. Now, I also want you to think of a sentence using both the words love and home in the same sentence to sell your services.
Woo.
You're going to love knowing that everyone in your home is protected. You're going to love knowing that because your sales skills have increased, your whole home is going to benefit.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone in your home will benefit by you being more effective. Love and home. Feelings.
CC Colebrook's watching.
What'd she say?
She's watching.
All right. Now, knowing this to be true, and I want you guys to just consider playing with these words when it comes to this, to your business. Now, I'm kind of going fast because I want to cover a lot in a short time period. I've only got 20 minutes to go, but I got a lot I want to cover.
I got you.
Love and home. Use those sentences. Now, also, I want you guys to focus on a lot of people when they go through trainings, when they go to a company and they have training or they've learned things about sales, they get caught up in what it is that they think they are supposed to do. We're supposed to do this, this, and this to get this, this, and this response. The challenge with that is your clients don't read the same cue cards and scripts as you do.
That's right.
They read the same cue cards and scripts that potential clients read.
Right.
They think differently than you do. So when you get caught up in what you're supposed to do instead of why you're doing it, you're going to hurt your sales efforts. You're going to retard your sales efforts.
Not retard.
I'm not calling it retard. I'm using the word to say it's going to block.
I know.
Your
Trina Boyd is on. Rebecca Essa.
Hello. So what I want you guys to start thinking about is when you talk about your services, how do you want them to feel after they hear about your services? How do you want them to feel once they learn about what you do? Think of it that way. Now, if I'm going to give a presentation, how do I want them to feel when I'm done? If I am focused on how I want them to feel as a direct result of what they learn from me, my presentation comes across better. And guess who else's presentation comes across better?
Whose?
Yours. No great sermon, and you've all heard some great sermons in your life at some point, but no great sermon was ever delivered the way the minister wrote it out.
Yeah.
The sermon was written out, I'm sure. The sermon was studied, I'm certain of it. But when it came time to deliver it, he focused on helping the people in the pews.
A lot of likes on that.
He focused on helping the people that are hearing. And if you will focus on their benefit instead of yours, you're going to find that the people receive you much better. Focus on how you want them to feel. Focus on how much better off their life is as a result of your services. These are things that you should be thinking about. Here's something else. I even wrote it down. I made some cues for myself. Eyes and voice, okay? This might sound a little bit high-minded. I promise you, the dumbest person you're ever going to see in your life can still tell if you are sincere or not. They can still, you cannot fake sincerity. And people can tell that if you're being real with them or not. They can tell if you are doing it for their benefit or for your own benefit. So here's how you do that. Here's how you fix that. Don't offer anything that's not going to benefit them.
All right.
Because you can't fool anybody. The things that you are thinking about when you talk to your potential client will shine through your eyes.
That's right.
For example, if I approach a client or a potential client thinking about, I'm about to make so much money off of them. Ooh, I'm about to make a grand here. If money is in my eyes, if money is in my head,
it's floating over your head.
It's going to float over your head. It's going to be on your forehead. It's going to come across to you, and they're going to see that as something that's incongruent and a reason to not buy from you.
That's right.
The things you're thinking. Now, if you're thinking, I love my clients. If you're thinking, I am going to do what I have to do to help them because I know if they have my services, they're going to be better off than if they don't. Yeah. If that truism is in you as you approach people, that will shine through your eyes and it will resonate in your voice.
You need to thank your audience. You have the best audience. This is now your most liked video yet, according to Facebook. They're giving you lots of love and lots of likes.
Thank you. Well, I want to be helpful. And just think about that for a second. My wife just told me I got a lot of likes tonight, okay? Watching me here for these 13 minutes that I've been on here, can you tell that I enthusiastically want to teach something that's going to help you? You can tell it, okay? I've got tons and tons and tons of great written out recommendations, and that's a consistent theme. And I don't try to fake it anymore. I don't.
No need.
There's no need, okay? What God has for me is for me.
That's right.
So I want you guys to be real. There was a magician in this country named Magellan. And Magellan, and this is in the 50s and the 60s. Magellan was a millionaire magician back when magicians didn't make $1 million. But one thing Magellan would do is he would perform better than everyone. And one of the things he did to psych himself up for performance is when they were introducing him, he would be in the wings. He would be in the wings waiting for them to introduce him. And what Magellan would be in the wings doing, he'd be saying things like, I love my audience. I love my audience. I love my audience. I love my audience. And they're saying, you've seen it, blah, 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 blah. And he's in the wings going, I love my audience. I love my audience. I love my audience. And they say, Magellan. And he come on out there and he performed as if he loved his audience.
That's right.
He had re-taught himself. He had reconvinced himself that he loved his audience. And he did his tricks, but he did his tricks with love.
That's a big difference. Perry Walker's on.
What's up, Mr. Walker? He calls me Mr. McNeill.
Mr. McNeill.
I love it.
Awesome.
Now look, all of you guys have had great home-cooked meals in your life. The great home-cooked meals in your life, were they great because they followed a recipe to the T? Or because the person that prepared that meal for you had some love in it?
Secret ingredient.
The secret ingredient to a great meal is
love. What it really means to love.
No, I have an amazing wife. We go out to eat a lot. But we go out to eat all the time, but when I'm out eating, I hardly ever go, I do that for my home-cooked meals because she put some love in it, okay? Use that power for yourself. Love and home. I was about to write something. I forgot what I was about to write.
Law and Law says fixed with love. And
fixed with love,
and
yes.
I wanted to say this back a moment ago. Harriet Washington said that that you've refocused her direction with just this talk right now. It helped to refocus her direction. Tanya says making the client's feelings more important than yours. That's the key.
And that's the right way to put it. Think about their feelings. Okay, now, the contrary to that is, well, what if I really need to make a sale? Okay. I promise you, every time you're thinking about your needs over your client's needs, it's going to shine through your eyes, it's going to resonate in your voice, and it's going to be much more difficult for people to buy from you. Put them in front of you first, okay? There's the thing. Selling your services. Is that something that you do to people or for people?
You do it to people.
Right. Well, a lot of people will knee-jerk say it's something that they do for. But then when I challenge them, they buckle. Are you sure? Well, you really need to be sure. If you're not sure that your services is for them, if you're not sure that your services benefit them greatly, I encourage you to take out a sheet of paper, make it a T, write all the reasons why they should use your services and all the reasons why they should not. Now, the reason why they should not is if they hire you, they won't have the money that they spent. Okay, that's one. Okay, and there might be something else. But if you can't come up with 10 or 15 or 20 great reasons why they should hire you, it's going to be more difficult for them to work with you. And if you're having difficulty with that, holler at your boy. It don't take much creativity for me to help you to find a lot of reasons why they should work with you.
Now, Damona said something that I think you might need to tweak just a little bit. She said, plant the seed and then just focus on the activity and the results will come.
There's some truth to that, okay? If you focus on the activity, if it's right activity, okay? There is some truth to that, and then the result will come. And I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for reading that. My wife is amazing. When you plant a seed, I like to use a seed as an analogy. I just gave I just did a coaching session just now talking about this. When you plant a seed in the ground, a lot of things happen with that seed that you can't see. You plant a seed in good ground, that seed has to get warm. That seed has to split apart in the ground. And you can't see this because you're above the ground. That seed has to split apart and it has to send out roots. And those roots go out there for a reason. The roots go out and the roots go down, seeking nutrients and moisture.
Right.
That's what they're seeking. So once they find that, And then that seed starts to grow. And it starts to come up. Now, here's the cool thing about a seed. You planted it in dirt. That seed has to go through some dirt. It has to go through some things before it can send a blade of grass through the ground. That seed has to go through some dirt.
Yeah.
Now, you can call that dirt whatever you want to. I call that dirt just your work or the process or mess even. It has to go through some dirt to give you a blade of grass. Now, let's say you planted a seed and that seed attempted to grow. And that seed is coming through the dirt, getting through the mess and the mire and the muck. And there's a rock in its way or a big root from another tree in the way. But what that blade of grass will do, it'll just go around it.
That's right.
And eventually it'll come out because nature doesn't struggle like that. Nature always wins. So, oh my gosh, I got 10 minutes to go. So use the words love, use the word home, and I want you to use this word too. Please use your client's first name.
Use
your client's first name.
Secret weapon.
If you can, get on a first name basis with them as early as you can. My name is Brian, and you can call me Brian. What would you like for me to call you? Call me Lisa. Call me whatever. Now, if they say, call me Mr. Jenkins, that's what you call them. But most people, the sweetest sounding word they hear during the course of a day is their own first name, and no one hears it often enough. No one hears their name often enough. So if you will help them by telling them, saying their name, and here's the challenge, here's the beautiful thing about saying someone's name, you can't overdo it. You can't overdo it. You know, you could try to overdo it, but you can't. And every single time you say someone's first name, you come across as more friendly.
Yeah.
Every time, and now, hey, John, I appreciate this time working with you, and this is what I'm going to try to get done, John. And John, how do you feel about this? And John, and John, and John. And every time you say it, you come across as more friendly. Now, is that a tactic? Is that insincere? What is it?
If you do it in authenticity.
If you do it in authenticity. Once you fake authenticity, you got everything else made, right? Here's how you fake authenticity. Actually be real. That's what
Brian Love is watching. Yes.
Be Love, Christian rapper. I love Brian. Love, home, a client's first name. I'm gonna go real quick now.
Drink some water.
Yes, thank you, baby. Now, by the way, when people watch someone else drink water,
they get thirsty.
They want to drink water.
So everybody, good. That's good. That's healthy. Drink water. Tanya says what you're passionate about, and tell them what you're passionate about, and tell them the benefits to help them love it. They will see the importance of it to them.
I'm with you on that. Okay.
And Brian Love loves you too.
As long as you're solving a problem, okay?
You're having love fest.
That's another thing. As long as you're solving a problem.
Yes.
So now here, I want you guys to think of this scene. A young couple, or a couple, man and woman meet each other in a party, okay? And they talk briefly. And they talk long enough to learn or discover that he finds her attractive enough that he wants to date. And she finds him attractive enough that she would consider dating. Mm-hmm. He finds her interesting enough to date, and she finds him interesting enough to date. Mm-hmm. So if they separate from that party and didn't set a date then, if he called her up to set a date, he's going to sound something like, hey, this is Brian, can I speak to Lisa? Hey, Lisa, we met up at the party. I was the guy that had on the red shirt. We were talking about the stairs. I really enjoyed talking with you. Oh. I got your phone number from a friend of a friend. I hope you don't mind, but I wanted to follow up with you. Mm-hmm. Because I think I would enjoy sitting across the dinner table from you and listening to your laugh and watching you eat while I did the same. Could we have dinner together? Okay. Now, if he sounded like that, she would receive it however she received it. Now, in the same situation, if that guy called that woman up and said, hey, Lisa, this is Brian. I want to know if I can take her on a date with you. It's not likely to be successful.
Not so much.
Reason why, if here's something that we know unwittingly that I'm going to teach you guys, and this is some high-level stuff.
Wait a minute, I got to interject on your high-level stuff. Tanya Harden says dudes don't come like that. He came like that.
Okay. Because I took her serious. I never Lisa was never someone I trifled with ever, so I always took her seriously.
And Damona says, smooth operator.
Well, guess who else is a smooth operator?
Go ahead.
We all have it within us.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. People can listen at a rate of about 450 words a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Most people speak at a rate of about 150 up to 225 words a minute, depending upon the range, okay? People can listen a whole lot faster than you can talk. So if you bore people, they got time to think about things other than what you're talking about. Everything else.
You got Laundry. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh.
Yes, I see that now. So here's what you need to know. And just take it and play with this, okay? When you're giving information, when you're just telling people what it is, what you do, what it is, what it's about, those times when you're just telling what it is, when you're giving information, you should talk a little bit higher and a little bit faster than you normally do. When you call your buddy up to go out to play pool, when you call your girlfriend out to go shopping, you don't put on your date voice for that.
No.
When you call your girls, you're like, hey girl, da-da-da-da-da, right?
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Because you're familiarity that way, right?
Right.
When you're giving information, I'm going to encourage everyone on this broadcast to speak a little bit higher and a little bit faster than you normally do when you're giving information. Because that's how people want to receive information. But, B-U-T, but when attempting to persuade, you should talk lower and slower. When you are going for the money or going for the appointment or going for a closure, that's when you should all use your date voice. And we all have a date voice too. Yes, ma'am.
Put your phone number on there.
Okay. Anyone that took part in this broadcast, I offer a free sales consultation. If you will take the physical act of calling me directly, I'm old school. If you'll call me, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, however you want to do it, and we'll set up a time, and I will give you a 15 to 20 minute free selling your services consultation. Now, if you want to call me, call this number here.
Use the black pen, please, baby.
Yes. I do whatever my wife tells me to do. If you want to call me, call this number, 919-345-4893. 919-345-4893. That's my phone, and I'll be able to talk to you, and I'll be able to help you out. It's my sincere hope that somebody got some value out of these 30 minutes. I'm going to do these things on some Mondays unless I'm booked. By the way, I go everywhere that I'm booked. If you book me, I go. That's how it goes. Next Monday night, I'm speaking at a master group. So it won't be every Monday night, but a lot of Monday nights from 7:30 to 8. It's my intention to just give, to pour, to teach something in a short time period. So while anybody's still left on the line, if you really have like 3 or 4 minutes, if you want to say, and I really would appreciate it if you would, what value you got out of this time, that'll be great. If you watch the replay or whatever, just tell me what value you got. And I'm hoping that you all will adopt this philosophy and use your secret weapon, emotion. Yes, ma'am.
I need you to make a correct. CC Colebrook says she's been practicing her pitch. You suggested, and it's been a blessing, and that's fantastic.
And I don't want you to ever use a pitch, okay? Words matter. It's not your pitch. It's your story.
That's right.
Your story, CC, and everyone else. Throw out pitches. Throw out deals. We don't make pitches. We don't make deals. We tell our story. We give our message. That might be a little thing. Love and home might be a little thing. Here's some more real quick ones. Some more real quick words.
Go ahead.
Since we're talking about bad words. Okay.
Tanya needs Tuesday. You got to call. Text them right now, Tanya.
You got to take a physical act. You got to take a physical act. Okay. Bad words. I knew I was going to run out of time.
Damona said, love home first name. She's taking notes. That's what's up. Thank you, Damona. You're awesome. She does that in the morning for us, too.
All right. Yes, she is. And also, sell or sold. Sell or sold. I love the word sell or sold. But I don't want you to ever say the word sell or sold when you're in the presence of a potential client or out in public. Don't talk about that.
Cece is way teachable. She says, thank you. Okay. Story. Awesome. That's good. Awesome.
Replace these words, sell or sold, with the words help or helped. I sold the Joneses. I sold the Thompsons.
Woo.
I sold the Williamses. I sell more than anybody else.
Jesus.
I help the Joneses. I help the Thomases. I help the Williamses. I help more than anyone else.
Yes.
It fits every place beautifully.
Absolutely.
Don't think of it as selling. Think of it as helping.
2 minutes. Drop some nuggets.
2 minutes. The word sell has two originations. One is Greek and one is Old English. The Greek word sell comes from two words, sel and ye, S-E-L-Y-E, which literally means to help. The Old English origination of the word comes from a word called selan, S-E-L-L-A-N, which literally means willing to give up. If you think about what you do when you're offering your services in that text, willing to give up and helping, to help. Your job is to help someone to benefit their lives through your services. And you have to be willing to give up. Last thing, the sin of the desert.
Yes.
The sin of the desert. The sin of the desert is when you know where the water is, but you won't tell anyone else. If you know your services will help someone, you kind of owe it to them to at least tell them about what you do. Last thing, operate in sincerity. Love your clients. Love yourself. Operate in excellence. Use love as your secret weapon. With love, you can warm people. Love is your secret weapon. And is it time?
That's it.
Thank you very much.
We love you. Awesome webinar. Thank you too. That's Cece Colebrook.
Thank you,
Simona,
Cece.
God bless you guys and have an amazing evening. Bye-bye.